This is Prince Handley coming to you today with 100,000 watts of pure love. The voice to Israel and for Israel. I want to talk to you today about future news now. I'm going to divide this into two parts. Today I'm going to talk about part A. Previously in the podcast, The Final Days of Planet Earth, we talked about 5 major events that will take place on planet Earth before great cataclysmic happenings that follow. These are exact news events that will be reported sequentially in the media as follows. Number 1, peace worldwide. A world leader conquers battles and wins war. He has lots of military armament, but he will not need to use them. Number 2, war and killing will break out everywhere. The leader will be given authority to end peace, which results in disorder, lawlessness, and rebellion worldwide. This leader will be chosen from a 10-nation confederacy, and he will be given authority to end peace. Remember, in number 1, we talked about the news event, there will be peace worldwide. But then the world leader will be given authority to end peace, and that will result in disorder, lawlessness, and rebellion worldwide. Number 3, the next news event will be economic hard times. You may have thought in the past that you'd seen recession or stagflation or inflation that were out of order, but these will be such hard times, hyperinflation and depression. A loaf of bread or flour will sell for a day's working wages. Olives and wine will not be hurt. Number 4, in the media, you will find that 1/4, 25% of the world's population dies from, number 1, war, number 2, famine, number 3, disease, and number 4, wild animals. Later, 1/3 of those remaining will also die. Listen to the following podcast and you'll see why. Christians and Messianic Jews will die for preaching and telling people about the Messiah, Yeshua HaMeshiach. Number 5, the next big news event that will be covered by the media, and it will be a media controlled by that coming world leader, will be a giant earthquake. The sun turns black and the moon red. Stars fall out of the sky and actually disappear. Mountains and islands shake and shift positions. Make sure that you and your family know Yeshua before it's too late. Pray and ask the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Avram, Yitzhak, and Yaakov, to reveal to you if Yeshua is really your Messiah. And if so, then receive him. Pray and ask Yeshua to come in and be your Lord. Ask him into your life. People will hide themselves in these bad times. After that giant earthquake, some will hide in caves and mountains and shout to the mountains and rocks, "Fall on us, crush us. Who can survive?" They will yell, "Hide us from the face of the one sitting on the throne and from the anger of the Lamb, because the great day of his anger is here." There will be great cataclysmic happenings that will follow these 5 major media events that I just discussed. God is the Lamb's Father. And the Lamb is the Lamb of God who takes away the sins and the transgressions of the world, as Yeshayahu the prophet or Isaiah the prophet describes in Isaiah chapter 53. An angel marks 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes of Israel in their forehead with the name of God. This mark protects them from harm that will fall on other people. These Jews, who the angel of God marks, are the 144,000 Jewish male virgins who have never practiced deceit or devious ways and who are without fault before God. angel of God cast hail and fire mixed with blood upon the earth. 1/3 of trees and all green grass will be burned up upon planet Earth. A great mountain burning with fire is cast into the sea, and the 1/3 part of the sea becomes blood. 1/3 of the sea animals die, and 1/3 of the ships are destroyed. A great burning star falls on 1/3 of the rivers, the streams, and the springs, causing many people to die because of the bitter waters. 1/3 part of the sun, the moon, and the stars become dark, so that there will be no light during 4 hours at day and 4 hours at night. Notice that the 4 judgments that I just described are upon natural objects: the earth, the sea and ships, the rivers and water, and the sun, moon, and stars. You can see how they will hurt man's food supply, the earth, how they will hurt man's distribution of products, the ships and sea, how they will hurt man's water supply, rivers and springs, and how they will hurt man's work or production because of loss of light to work and travel. But notice that the next 2 judgments are upon people, not natural objects like I just described. These 2 judgments are upon people. Judgment number 1, locusts come out of the earth, which have power like scorpions. They cannot hurt the grass or any green thing or trees, but only those people who do not have the seal of God in their foreheads. The locusts don't kill people, but they torment them for 5 months, like a scorpion sting. People will want to die, but they cannot. The locusts have a leader out of the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew is Abaddon, and in Greek is Apollyon, meaning destroyer. Judgment 2, 1/3 of the remaining 75% of the population of Earth is destroyed by an army of 200 million horsemen. From the objects or the animals they ride proceed fire, smoke, and burning sulfur. After this, only 1/2 or 50% of the population remains. The people left alive will refuse to worship God. They still do not turn away from their idols, devil worship, murder, fornication, stealing, witchcraft, and drugs or narcotics. For 3.5 years, 2 prophets, they're really street preachers, will prophesy in Israel. Anyone who tries to hurt these street preachers will be killed by fire from the mouth of the street preachers. They have power to cause it not to rain, to turn waters, rivers, and streams into blood, and to send plagues on the earth as often as they want. After 3.5 years, the beast out of the bottomless pit kills them, and the dead bodies of the street preachers lie in the streets of Jerusalem, for 3.5 days. There will be a holiday while people around the world give gifts to each other, just like they do at Christmas time and Hanukkah, and they'll have parties to celebrate the death of these 2 prophets who tormented them. But after 3.5 days, the Ruach Elohim, the Spirit of God, enters these 2 street preachers, and they stand up. A voice from heaven says, "Come up here." They go up to heaven in a cloud while their enemies watch on satellite from around the world. The people watching are afraid. In that hour, there will be a great earthquake, killing 7,000 people in Jerusalem. In the next podcast, I'm going to tell you what happens after that. This is Prince Handley coming to you with 100,000 watts of pure love. Baruch haba b'Shem Adonai.